In Nepal, there are a whole bunch of really interesting cars. This one just debuted today, circa me making this video, that is. This is the iCar M23. It's looking pretty badass. We're going to get hands-on with it here momentarily, but it's got some interesting design choices. Kind of a retro feel to it. I think that's kind of neat. It looks like you would expect the headlights to be all the way up here. That wouldn't be comfortable for other drivers. You want them in the place where they belong. Car height, even that is probably higher than most cars. Plenty high enough, don't go any higher. And then of course you've got to do something to break up this space to make it look like it belongs. And that's what they've done. So we're gonna get real handsy with it here. We allowed to open it, touch it? Or is he driving off with it? We can touch it. Aha. Okay. Oh wow, the second row has got, third row, you got some good storage space, normal. But the second row, that is leg room. So what's neat about this is that it's got pretty good range and pretty good everything. Oh, I like it. They gave you fake lights. Yeah, that's a lot of leg room. Nice step to get in, a handle to get in. If you can't get in with this handle and this handle and this step, my gosh, I don't know what to tell you. Great big screen up front. That's helpful. No sunroof. Now I know what you're thinking. Super premium. Why no sunroof? It's because it's actually shockingly affordable. Sure I'm in the right mode. There we go. The air conditioning feels nice.
Actually, Ryan, they just want to have some test. You just stay there.
Okay.
So this was part of a day that we had. There was a big event held at a banquet hall that we were not actually invited to. They didn't know we wanted to be invited. They didn't know I was going to still be in town, but I was. So what we did is we got connected through Karhuru. He was kind enough to let us know what was going on, saying, hey man, come check it out. I'm here now. So we got there. We did have a quick snack at the end of the banquet. We did get to talk to the people in charge, and we did get to see, feel, and experience the vehicle. So let's talk real quick about iCar. Now, I'm calling it the M23 because that's what the plate looks like. All the information I can find online says V23. Okay, fine, whatever. Either way, I guess works, I suppose. But what we're looking at here is, let me move this so I can see. It is a car brand owned by Chery, however you want to say it. This is the second model that they've offered. The V23 is heavily influenced by the Beijing BJ212, maintaining the same kind of aesthetic. It's a simple, minimalist passenger cabin dominated by an angular center console composed of a touchscreen. Now, this is kind of neat because this one we're riding in anyway, is the 136 horsepower version, which just is, two-wheel drive, but it can still do your 0 to 100 kilometers, your 0 to about 60 in 4.8 seconds. 60 kilowatt hour battery gives you about 400 kilometers of range on a single charge if you're going all the way to the top. This is an LFP battery. You can absolutely take it all the way to the top if you want. Speaking of top, here's my headroom. Yeah, not too bad. I'm surviving. So let's talk some more about iCar as the brand. So they've been around. They've been a spun-off EV brand since the Shanghai Auto Show in 2023. But they've had other vehicles around in that time. You can see people out the window there checking it out. Come on, give me better shots. But yeah, it's an ecosystem of the Chinese brand Chery. Past use of the brands, let's see, they used to have the EQ1, the QQ Ice Cream. That's a fun name. I can't imagine why they didn't release that. And they've actually announced they will be using sodium-ion batteries in the future, presumably just for the city cars. But who knows? Maybe they'll get them into these as well. But that announcement is a bit out of date, so it's entirely possible that, it doesn't have the kind of density needed for the price savings. It does add a lot of weight. So the V23 debuted in 2024. It is now available also in Nepal, and that, was our test drive. There we go.
So what we just learned there was it drives great. It drives like a normal car. 100 kilowatt motor, gives you decent horsepower. It is only 2-wheel drive instead of 4. Why? Why would you do that? Well, because this is actually not as expensive as it looks. It looks quite premium to me, but it is meant to be an affordable vehicle. They're saying starting at $35,000 here in Nepal, which is tremendously affordable no matter how you cut it. 61 kilowatt hour battery pack, but that's an LFP, so you can use the whole thing. 240 miles of range CLTC, and I know what you're saying, not real. In Nepal, it is mostly low speed driving you're going to be doing here, walking to the shade. So I don't burn too aggressively. If they hadn't put the fake lights on it, it would look like a weird space. So that's an interesting design choice to make the lights look like they're actually meant to be right there. Pretty clever thing. Now, this car does have, almost all the cars I've seen, the new ones in Nepal, have the bird's eye camera. And I know a lot of people in the US are clamoring for it. They really want the bird's eye camera, but I'm here to tell you they are not all created equal. And a lot of them are approaching useless, and many of them are simply useless. You will back into a tree that you didn't even see, that was literally not visible on the camera. How? That was a skinny tree. What do you want? Apart from to not hit a tree. So the bird's eye camera, it is not the end all be all. I know it's handy, but anyone who's had experience using them, I don't know, maybe you got lucky, maybe you had one that was really good, or maybe your parking situation was just easier in a dense urban place. It's more difficult, and especially when you've got, watch it going away here. Again, 35 grand. That's a whole lot of SUV from iCar, the M23, available now-ish in Nepal. I think they're still doing pre-orders, but by the time this comes out, who knows? It is, you would, I don't know what more you would want from it. Maybe you change the wheels. It does have, of course, reasonable ground clearance. Not what I would call off-road ground clearance, but more what I would call good city ground clearance. As you know, the roads here can be sometimes challenging. What else should we say about it?
I think you got it all covered pretty much.
He thinks I got it all covered pretty much, which means I do. My question for you guys is, what do you think of the styling? Too aggressive, not aggressive enough? Too retro, not retro enough? I think it's aggressive. I think they had to make some
lights and stuff.
Yeah, the lights are are very well done. I think those are hard to argue against. The design overall, some people will like it, some people will not like it. I think it's pretty cool. And with a vehicle of that shape, there's only so much you can do. And I think they did it. I think, you had to do something to set it apart.
I like the boot space though.
Yeah, it does have good space in the back, that's true. And, but the important thing is, it felt secure, it felt sure. And I don't know how much of the future is actually going to be driving. A lot of it might be not driving, but being driven, perhaps by a robot of your choosing. That would be kind of fun. I think I'm going to head back to the studio and tell you a little bit more about M23 and the specs of the iCar.
Thanks, Brian. Well, I'm back in studio. I'm back from Nepal, have been for weeks. My thoughts and heart still is with the people of Nepal in these difficult and challenging times. There's still a fundraiser going if you want to help them rebuild. They're just buying paint and fixtures and things they need to do that, but we're working on that, and more updates will be coming. Rosh will put a link to it and a description for it in the description below. Please check it out. Hey, I said I was going to tell you more about the car. Let's do that, shall we? This is where I got some of the information from. It's not that exciting on here. We've got more pictures of it and some specifications on the additional ones you can get. But the real question is, what does it cost in China? I said it's 35 grand-ish in Nepal. In China, it starts at 13,700, going up to 20,000 fully loaded. The 20,001 is all-wheel drive, has substantially more horsepower, about 50% more, is it? Yeah, something like that. Up to 300, 400, or 500 kilometers, rear wheel or all wheel, different trims. Unbelievable. This is what we're actually competing with when we're selling $50,000, $80,000 SUVs. Is this as good as a Rivian R1S? No, just no. But you could buy a stack of these for the price of an R1S. I did try to find out for you, dear folks, the safety ratings. There are none yet. Hasn't been through the crash tests. And it probably won't end up in, Euro NCAP or IIHS or NHTSA testing because it's not going to those markets where it would be relevant. So that's what's going on there. And it is a whole lot of car for not much money. You can see why I thought it was M3 when it's V3. That's my fault. So guys, what do you think of it? And the new color yellow. What do you think? That's my question. What did I miss? What did I misunderstand? Leave it in the comments below and stay tuned, stay juicy. I can't wait to hear from you clever robots on the flippity flop. Camera's dipping. Do you see? If I sit normal, just keeps dipping. Just keeps dipping. Brian, what are you doing, man? Gotta tighten the screw.